Hi guys, and welcome back to Chronically Online, the voice and visual diary of a girl who spends way too much time on her phone. My name's Adobe, and I'm here with my sister.
Hi guys, I'm Kaeto.
Introduce yourself properly.
So my name is Kaeto Valentina. I have a YouTube channel. I have a podcast called Close Friends with KV, and a TikTok. Also, I'm Kaeto Valentina on everything really, and I just make like content and do whatever really.
Okay, cool. Anyways, so for today's episode of Chronically Online, we're going to be discussing the experiences of a first-year student and a final year student and how we found university. So, where do you go to? Are you allowed to say where you go to uni?
I don't know. Actually, I said it on my channel. Yeah, I go to the University of Leicester doing med. Oh, you already said that, I think.
I didn't, no.
Oh yeah, I'm a med student at the University of Leicester.
And I'm a pharmacy student at the University of Nottingham.
Women in STEM.
Women in STEM. Okay, and yeah, we were just going to discuss our experiences as first year and final year students. So let's go.
So the first talking point... Actually, no, you should say it because it's your channel.
You're so right. So the first talking point is initial expectations versus the reality. So what were your expectations for first year, and how does that compare to the realities you've experienced?
So my initial expectations, I remember I was so excited to go to uni. I was so excited. I thought freedom. Then I got there and realised that it's actually a lot of being lonely. Like the whole first term, especially because the accommodation that I stay in was quite distant to where like the main like life of uni is. I just spent a lot of time alone, a lot of time missing my family, a lot of time missing my old friends, because all of my old friends also go to the same uni. So like I was just missing out.
I was that is so different to me.
Yeah, I know, yours is good.
Because I went to school with all of my friends from sixth form came to Nottingham. And then yeah, I basically lived with my best friends, became best friends. My best friends now, I met him on like the first day of uni. We lived in the same apartment, and then we lived together through second and third year. So in terms of have you found first year to like, did first year live up to your expectations?
I think yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
No, in the sense that like I thought I'd be out all the time, but I realised very quickly that I actually don't really like being out that much also. But then in terms of like the actual content of uni and actually going, I think like
we're not here to speak about going to education. Uni. What the hell? We're here to speak about going to uni.
No, but I think kind of I found myself a lot. I know that sounds like cringe and like cliche, but I really think I've understood more of what I want for my life and stuff like that, and who I am as a person.
What did you decide on?
What I wanted to do in life?
Yeah.
Not med.
Oh, okay, cool.
Just kidding.
That's not a joke.
I actually do want to be a dermatologist and
my
own like
skincare line coming soon.
Coming soon in 5 years, 6.
No, actually, we said we're gonna stop the buds. We should
Oh,
tell the people our plans. Yeah.
No, even
But yeah, for me, I was expecting my lead up to uni. I guess because mine was like pre-COVID, yours was post-COVID. So my lead up to uni was like really fun, like finishing 2019 summer, going to Yapper, then like everyone worked in Blue Water, so we all link up over summer.
Yeah.
Then that like first few months of uni actually felt like just an extended. That was also bad on my own behalf. I would literally go out almost like every night for like the first 3 months of uni until maybe like mid-November, where I got a sinus infection, so I couldn't go out anymore. Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, the sinus infection. Yeah, so I couldn't go out anymore. But I would say it lived up to my expectations in terms of like having fun and making friends.
So did you make friends?
Okay, I did make friends. So outside of my circle of people I went to school with, so that's what, Zoe and Chidera.
Oh, you do name shout outs. That's so cute.
Ooh. outside of Zoe and Chidera, I then made 3 friends, like 3 like best friends, 3 best friends, and then I have like the friends, but they also some of them also went to Derby, but
you can't say where you live.
Nah, I was talking about the school. You just exposed where I live.
Well,
anyways, I did make friends. That's the moral of the story, is that I did make friends, and I still have more friends outside of my best friend circle. But I did, in fact, I would say I made friends. I
made loads of friends.
Exactly.
I made loads of friends, and I love all the friends I've made at uni as well.
How have your perspective and goals shifted from the start of first year to the end of first year?
Okay, I think my goals at the start of first year was actually just to pass, and those are still my goals to this day.
Oh man, nothing changes. Those are my goals. Those are my goals today.
Yeah.
My goals today.
So
Mind you,
change.
this is the middle of my... I've got exams in 2 weeks. We're here filming this podcast episode.
I just finished mine.
Yeah, and my goals are still to pass, which I will.
Literally, we will.
Amen.
But in terms of like career-wise, yeah, to do with medicine, they haven't really changed. But then I also have a lot of creative dreams, but like I'm not gonna share with the class.
She wants to be a writer.
Yeah, I want to be a writer, also an actress, also a singer, also. But I'll stop there. What about you?
Oh, I didn't really have goals when I came into pharmacy. I just thought to make it to the end and then see what happens by the end, which is still
The goal.
what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But now I have more defined, like, I always knew that I wanted to do pharmacy so that I could leave pharmacy. Like, I wasn't going to be a community pharmacist forever.
Yeah.
But since finishing, like, making it to the end, I now know that I still don't want to be a community pharmacist, but I've learned that I actually don't mind community pharmacy as much.
Because you did it for a year.
Yes, so I can do that for a few more years, become a prescriber, then from a prescriber move on to various different paths. And then on the side, I still obviously want to have the podcast, have my YouTube channel. I still do want to get into more creative stuff, like creative directing, like photo shoots and concepts and stuff like that. But that's a bit harder to get. Oh, I also want to become a DJ.
Oh yeah, DJ.
I want to become a DJ.
You're so serious.
I want to become a DJ. And I have found that it is possible to still do everything all at the same time, just maybe to varying degrees of success. And it's hard to split up your time, but that's something we'll discuss later. Next segment question, I guess, is adjusting to academic rigour. How did you transition from the IB to first year, and have you evolved within your studying habits, time management skills, and approaching to learning?
Okay, I think I've devolved. Like when I was doing IB, I was so on it. I think because IB was so much
rigorous,
like,
literally so rigorous.
much content, so many subjects, so much coursework. So I always had to be working, and I think I had a very solidified like work ethic when I was in sixth form. Then as soon as I came to uni, it all went out the window, and now I really actually struggle to work and like stay on task. Like I'll make a plan, but then I won't stick to it, and it's like but I think doing IB definitely helped, because I feel like a lot of people have struggled from going from 3 subjects to like the amount of work there is in med. But I feel like there's so much work in med, but still it's kind of helped me transition into it.
I would say the same, just because I think the IB taught me that no matter what, you're going to pass. Like, and I think that is also a very damaging, like, perspective to have as well.
Is that even true?
What, that no matter what you do, you're going to pass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are people that fail.
That's on them.
Like, what?
But for me, no matter what I do, I'm going to pass.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Or, like, no matter what I do, I'm going to pass. No matter what I do, the day's going to end. Yeah, like, that's my approach to uni right now, which is not very, very good. But, like, even despite having to take the year out last year, no matter what I do this year, I am going to pass.
Yeah.
So, that's...
I have that same mindset.
It's not a good mindset. It's not a good mindset.
So I'm like, because I feel like we've also always just been people that have been good at school, always like gotten in. So it's just like
literally very few like academic setbacks along the
Yeah.
way. I'm like a serial coaster of being like good enough to get by, get through, get there onto the next step. So not the best mindset to have, but I'd say I've devolved as well. I would definitely say I've devolved. Like, I'm trying to get back into my sixth form or my GCSE habits, where I was waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning, doing my work at 3 a.m, going to school at 8, coming home at 3, going to the library, not really to do work, to like hang out with my friends, come back home, sleep at 8 o'clock, wake up again at 3. And Well, I've kind of left it too late now because I've got 3 minutes on. Not sorry, I've got 3 weeks until. I've got like 2 weeks until my exams start, but I would definitely say I've devolved in that manner, especially in terms. Would I say my time management? My time management's gotten better only because I have no choice.
Okay, that's
yeah,
good.
like literally no choice but to manage my time better.
Especially
But even
these
at
last weeks.
but even at that, no, it hasn't been great. Wait, that's so bad. What do you mean by we've devolved?
We've devolved.
Devolved in
No, but I think it's good to be self-aware because you can only go up from here.
You have to hit rock bottom to go up.
Exactly.
And I would definitely say that I hit rock bottom. How did you revise for your exams? Really, like
Should
maybe
we
you
go into
could.
that?
Well, yeah, for a couple seconds.
So I started off with Anki flashcards. Like
Ooh.
I was a serial Anki person. After every lecture, turn every lecture slide into an Anki flashcard.
Anki just looks so ugly. Like I could never get behind it.
Yeah, you know, it is ugly and it looks like code sometimes and it's too hard to deal with. And I do the most simple cards as well. Like so many people do the complicated ones. But whilst I was revising for the exams, because like Dee Dee, I kind of left majority of it to like the break or like study leave. Well, it's meant to be a break, but anyway. And I realised that doing flashcards takes a lot of time, like a lot of time.
Do you
So then
think?
I ended up, like it takes me hours to go through one set. Mind you, we have like 200 lectures, so there's like 200 sets of flashcards to go through, which all have at least 14 cards in them. So it was just taking way too long, so I just had to switch to like YouTube videos and then questions.
Wait, I need your help for how to do the YouTube video thing because I have
the playlist.
no, I have.
Oh, you have it.
My playlist is 300 videos long, but for these exams now, I'm using flashcards, but I use Remnote for flashcards because I hate Anki. Like when I'm watching study tubers, like, oh yeah, Anki this, Anki that. No,
Everyone loves Anki.
I tried to use it in sixth form, and I just thought like this is literally disgusting. Like,
Wait, but does Remnote do the spaced repetition?
yeah, it does.
Oh, well then.
Yeah, I use Remnote, and it does.
Sponsor
Yeah,
us.
space. Yeah, Notion too. Like, because I tried to use Notion last time, like type up my notes, but like it just took way too long to type up my notes to then use
Turn
as
it
like
into
the flashcard.
Yeah.
No, because it's like you do like the toggle, so you type up the question,
yeah.
put the notes underneath. But Remnote, like fully, I can type up my notes.
And then it just turns it into.
Well, no, I kind of have to do it myself, but like, it was just it's easier, looks nicer, it gives you different options, like blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was trying to do flashcards for that, but I'm doing that for one module, and that's like 800 flashcards. And when I try and do like, so I've got my thing, my daily target is supposed to be 100 flashcards, but leading up to my exam, it's put my target up to like 500 flashcards a day. And I obviously cannot sit and do 500 flashcards a day. So I've given up on that module. Not given up.
Wait, no, don't do that.
No, I've not given up. I've just put that module to the side so I can focus on my more important module, which is the one where it's like the diseases and then all the different disease drugs. And yeah, I haven't got flashcards for that, so I need to get behind that. Wow. But to round that off, have you adjusted well to the academic rigour?
I think I have now. Like now that I've gone through the end of the year and I've seen what I've done wrong, like I feel like doing flashcards for everything is not going to work.
Not every
year.
subject needs flashcards, to be fair.
And that too. Like I think I need to figure out what works best for each module. Because things like learning medicines, yeah, flashcards are good because it's literally just recall. But there are other things where you need to actually understand the concepts and stuff, and flashcards aren't the best for that. But I think now, like, next year I'll go in and I'll do really well. But I think it did take a while to adjust. Even people, like, a lot of people in my course, people who have done degrees before or have done gap years, and even the people who have done degrees before were like, it's so difficult switching from whatever, like biomed or something, going into med, because it's
people who do that are so brave. I'm sorry, after 3 years of uni, I'm not going back.
You're not doing it again for 5 years.
I'm not going back.
I'm
like,
in foundation year.
It's impossible. Like, literally, like...
Yeah. It is a lot. But I think, yeah.
Thanks. Have I adjusted? Well, I have no choice. I've made it to the end though. And that's what matters. Like I said, at the end of the day's going to end. Like, you're always going to make it to the end no matter what. So that's just...
printed on a t-shirt.
I didn't come up with it. However, it's very real and very true. And that's just how I've decided to live life. At the end of the day, the day's going to end. And no matter what, the time is going to pass either way. So, like... YOLO.
Make sure it okay.
Yeah, make sure it counts.
YOLO.
But YOLO. Okay. In terms of building relationships, reflect on the evolution of relationships with peers. I was going to say faculty, but who cares about the staff? And have these connections influence your personal and professional growth?
Personal growth for sure. For sure. I've made really, really lovely friends at uni. Like,
I thought you just said you didn't make friends.
What? I never said that.
Oh.
Where did you get that idea from? I've made amazing friends. Should I name them all? I'm just kidding. But yeah, I've met friends that are very like uplifting as well, because most of my friends are girlies too. And like at sixth form.
Are you trying to shade me for a second?
Yeah. I'm just kidding, just kidding. No, but at sixth form I had obviously my best friends who actually, let's not even talk about that, can't be asked. But yeah, I've made a lot of friends who are very uplifting, very like want the best for you as well. And I feel like, especially with girl friendships, it's hard to find people that actually like want the best for you.
Which you spoke about on your podcast episode on Valentine's Day.
I did.
About the power of friendship.
I
was just listening to that when I went on a run the other day.
Oh wait, that's so sweet. And yeah, 2 of my close friends are on that as well. So I think I've definitely found people who have helped me and supported me in like my personal sites in life. What about you?
From uni.
Yeah,
I've made friends. And I've made good ones. That we're still friends now. Like, looking back on it, like, obviously, a lot of my friends, who I would say are my best friends, are friends from sixth form. But I think that's just a testament to how strong our friendships were. And our friendship was so strong that I didn't bother making more friends at uni. But even at that, like, I wouldn't even say that all my friends are from sixth form. I think we just live so close together anyways. And, like, our friendships feel that strong. Like, all my friends are, like, mutual friends with mutual friends with mutual friends with mutual friends. So it's kind of turned into, like, one big, like, friend cest. Like, where everyone's all been friends with each other. Yeah. Like, oh, I did, like... It was literally, like, being in first year, becoming friends with someone, and then being like, oh, do you know this person from home? Like, I did XYZ with them, and yada, yada, yada. Yeah. And that's how, like, my friendship group is, like, very close-knit.
Even me, like, everyone knows everyone at uni. They'll be like, oh, do you know that? Like, the other day I was walking home with someone, and we just mentioned, like, what schools we went to. They said, do you know this person? I said, you know that person? Yeah. It's actually scary. Like, everyone is connected in this life.
But that's also, you know how, do you ever hear people say that, like, London's really, really small? Yeah. Obviously it isn't, but, like,
it kind of is.
Quite small, yeah. Quite interconnected. And I'd say, yeah, my friends definitely helped with my personal and professional growth. Like, my friends are my biggest supporters. Shout out to everyone watching.
Shout out to everyone watching. Because it is only our friends.
Because it's only our friends watching. But yeah, now whenever they're like, oh yeah, my friends will snap me and be like, oh yeah, I'm watching your video right now. I'm like, turn it off. Like,
my friends put it on the projector in their accommodation. I was like,
yeah, like, turn it off. Turn it off. But it's like, nah, you actually need people to support you. Like, my friends will push me so much because I'll forget, like, oh, just to do things. Like, oh, babe, you haven't posted on your account in a while.
The vlogs that we've been begging
for. All the vlogs that I've been editing for, like, a year now. And people are asking where it's at. Like, in the Paris vlog, I said the Malta vlog was coming next month. I went to Malta in July last year. July. The vlog isn't finished yet. Will it be finished by July this year? Oh yeah, go and watch Kaeto's vlog. But yeah, my friends are my best friends, so that's the end of the point. Actually, I haven't got much else to add. You're welcome. Next is navigating challenges. So do you have any personal anecdotes about overcoming challenges encountered in first year, and what strategies were employed to overcome obstacles, and how did they contribute to your personal development? This is such a... For pharmacy, we have to write... I'm not sure if Med do this. You have to write personal development plans.
Yeah, we had to write an essay on, like, how...
Essay?
Yeah. It was only, like, 1,000 words, so it's not really...
That's not short.
Yeah.
No, that's proper long.
Yeah. We just had to write an essay on, like, we have a program called Health Enhancement Program that we did throughout the year. It's like PSHE kind of. So we had to write an essay on one of the lectures from that. And I just did mine on, like, nutrition and stuff. Main challenge, actually, eating well. Like, being able to, like... Bruh, I just rely on my mum too much. I need to get a grip.
No, you do. No, you actually do. Like, no joke.
Like, when I went home, I was living the life. But that's been a challenge. But I think... What was my main answer? I even forgot. Food has been a challenge. Living by myself has been a challenge. And being able to encourage myself to do things and dealing with everything on my own. Like, I still obviously have my family and I FaceTime them a lot. Well, you guys. A lot. And I reach out to... But it's still, like, difficult.
Bro, do you not call mum every day? It turns out I found out that that's not a normal thing to do,
I do
or it's not a
call Mum every day.
Cool.
You do.
Yeah.
I call Mum like every other day, or she'll call me. I know it's kind of bad, but it's not like it's not a conscious thought like let me not call my mum. It's just yeah. Anyway, what was the question?
It was about navigating challenges.
Oh yeah, navigating challenges. I think the main thing to do with like being alone, I realised that like I actually don't need to be alone. Like like I have friends in the city with me. I have my phone that I can use to call people, and I just realised like I can just pick it up.
To be fair, that was me for this year of uni. Like having none of my friends be here and be like, what the hell am I gonna do for 9 months? But then obviously I just made friends and then realised that like my friends aren't dead.
Yeah.
Like I can just call them and speak to them and stuff.
I think we like blow things out of proportion in our heads.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think like the thought of being lonely is like but then when you deep like you're actually like not lonely.
Yeah,
like even like living in a flat with like 7 strangers was like an alarming thought at first, because I was like, oh man, like they've all lived here already, like they all know each other. But it was actually like calm, getting to know them, like saying hi in the kitchen, speaking when we're in the kitchen, and it's like they're not my best friends, but they're like okay. And then even like becoming friends with some people who were still here in first year, well, still here when I was in, who joined when I was in first year, who are still here as well. Like seeing them, speaking to them, because we didn't speak as much over like the course of the last 3 years up until I came back to uni this year. So I say, yeah, dealing with loneliness and isolation doesn't change from first year to 4th year. Oh, okay. Doesn't change. Oh, my laptop's going to die. Can you get my charger in my...
Oh, dear.
Yeah. I say that doesn't change between first year and 4th year. What other challenges? Obviously, like, getting used to... No one's chasing you to do stuff.
That's the issue.
Like, I think that's a big uni thing that everyone does. Like, no one's chasing you to do anything. Like, no one's going to email you and be like, oh, I see you haven't, like, handed in your stuff. How's it going? They'll just fail you.
Especially because at our 6th form, the teachers were so, like...
Inner.
They were so inner.
But I think that's because the IB is, like, generally, like, difficult as well. Like, just so much to do all the time. So there's always, like, something to chase you up for. Like, here, coursework's due here, coursework's due there. Not middle test, like, midterm test, like, yada, yada, yada. Always something to do. But, yeah, getting used to that at uni. I think I'm still not even used to it. Like, sometimes I'll have, like, a dream. And it'll be like, I forgot to hand in this piece of work.
Oh,
like, my essay now. Like, I don't even know when it's due. It's due next week. It's due next week. I just need to figure out when. But yeah, that's a big challenge. And did it contribute to my personal development?
You should talk about your food and like how you've become such a good cook over the years.
Oh, but I was always a good cook.
Oh, that's true, actually.
Like, the only thing with uni is that it gave me the chance, like, to do more. Did it?
Experiment? No, I think it did. You have a food Twitter.
Yeah,
I love looking at your food.
I'm a full-on food vlogger. I think it was when I got the heart bowl, that was the game changer. That was the game changer, because it was like everything can be made to look nice when you put it inside a heart-shaped bowl. And it's because I started taking fitness more seriously. I mean, I've always been a gym girly. Like, my gym story is crazy. When I realised I started going to the gym when I was like 14.
Yeah.
And then when I started playing rugby, gym became a bit more serious. But then it was like, well, that was in 6th form. But then, like, when I got to uni and I was playing on the uni team, that's when gym got proper serious. Like, I was, like, actually, like, lifting weights way heavier than I had before. So it's like, you can't train for rugby or just train for anything in general and then eat pizza with the boys at 3 a.m. Like, it's not gonna happen. So, yeah, that's when when I moved in to the house, that's when I started taking food more seriously, I guess. And then I became a salad muncher through and through, and I haven't changed since. But that was actually, thank you for reminding me of that was serious personal development.
It was. And
I actually uploaded on my channel, by the way, the other day about my gym routine. And
get on that.
if people want more, I'll do more content about food. Because I want to be sponsored by GYMSHARK. GYMSHARK, if you are listening to
They're
this.
not listening.
If you are watching this, please, I want to become a GYMSHARK athlete. I know I do not look like a GYMSHARK athlete. I do not make content like a GYMSHARK athlete.
Yeah, you do.
No, because they dropped Linda's son because she wasn't making enough content. But anyways,
I don't know those.
I cannot promise to do all of that. However, I can now run 10k in an hour. Therefore, I deserve my own hashtag code. Just letting you know. But sorry. Anyways, next. Exploring passions and interests. How have your passions and interests evolved alongside your academic journey? And how have these experiences in first year influenced your decisions regarding specialisation, research interests, or career paths? Oh, see, look, that's kind of double loaded. Your interests and passions in med, and then interests and passions outside of uni stuff.
Well, right off the bat, like, third week of uni, I was already doing a photo shoot with, like, the creative society that we have at my uni, which has been really good
cool.
because they're the reasons why I did the songwriting workshop and the fashion show that we have coming up soon. I was in the studios. So, like, yeah, that club's been really nice, like, being able to do creative things alongside uni, especially because it's run by a couple med students as well. Not all of them med students, but a few. So it's nice seeing.
It surprises me when I hear med students are able to get stuff like
do other
done
things
outside. Yeah,
it's true. Like, my friends even messaged me the other day, like, "Oh, I just listened to your podcast episode. It's so cool that you can do this and, you know, slave away
and slave away at
degree."
uni.
But yeah, that's been really nice. I think finding time to still do my creative things has been the only reason why I'm still here and still going, because yeah, I love writing my book. That's a really good, like, escape. That's kind of cringe, but anyway. To do with, like,
No, wait, that's not cringe. That's a good escape. You could be worse. You could be a K-pop fan.
that is so
It could be
true.
worse. You could literally
There's
be
so
me.
many worse hobbies.
Exactly.
But yeah, I love writing.
Would you say you've been able to explore your passions and interests properly while still slaving away?
Not as well as I'd want to, because even just doing med alone, like, my friends the other day at dinner were asking, "Oh, are you going to do more societies next year?" I said, I had one society that I barely went to this year.
What was that?
And I couldn't even, We Create.
Ah.
Like, because it's not like a weekly thing. And I could barely handle med, so it's been quite tough.
No, I had to drop rugby and I was going to say I had to drop ACS as well, but that didn't count. So, like, in second year, see, the problem with me is that I love biting off more than I can chew. So I burnt out properly by at the end of second year. And I feel really bad that I ghosted my rugby team.
Not ghosting.
Well, right, yeah, I ghosted my rugby team. But that was
dear.
only because I had deleted the Facebook app and we only spoke on Facebook Messenger, so I didn't have it. And also, I was like, it was like post-lock.
There's no Instagram account.
There is an Instagram account, but we, like, spoke.
You don't communicate on it.
Yeah, we spoke on Facebook Messenger. And, yeah, by second year, it was just, like, the second year slump, plus, like, lockdown slump, plus, like, going into third year slump. So I was, like, slumped. And,
All
yeah,
slumped out.
you're all slumped out. So, yeah. It was only, I think now I can manage my interests and passions more. Obviously, podcasts. And I would say I use my internet a lot better. Like, obviously, like, my whole brand is, like, being chronically online. But, like, my chronically onlineness has gotten a lot, like, more productive, if possible, now. Because, like, when I'm online now, I'm not, like, scrolling. Yeah, I'm not mindlessly scrolling through TikTok and, like, doom scrolling on, like, Twitter and Instagram. I do that on Pinterest, though.
Doom scrolling on Pinterest? That's not even a thing.
Oh, doing scrolling on
is
Pinterest is
continuous
No,
inspiration.
my brain will be like, oh, I'm tired of reading words. Let's just look at Pinterest pictures. But, like, yeah.
That's so real.
But now I definitely say that I'm getting better at managing my passions. Like, instead of being on Twitter just to, like, be on Twitter, I'll be reading about, like, fashion history or reading about, like, what is this person wearing today? Which may not actually seem like real interests and real things a person should be doing, but it is. It is.
Especially if you want to go into that.
Exactly, like.
I think this summer is going to be my summer of getting it together, because I'm going to try and go into second year with, like, better time management. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Wait, why do I need to cover that?
Sorry.
Okay. Point number 6. clinical experiences and practical skills. This is actually more so for me, actually. Because it's supposed to be asking about...
from first year to final year.
Yeah, how my clinical skills and practical skills developed. No, even you, like...
Yeah, I could.
Okay, I'll speak about myself
first.
first.
You go first.
So, clinically, like in terms of like pharmacy and practically in terms of pharmacy again, I would say the person taking that gap year really did like do wonders for my like just my like skills in general when it comes to like speaking to patients and like managing a pharmacy. Like if you watch my YouTube videos from like my other vlogs where I'm talking about just like how we do our modules and stuff. We have one really big module where we run a fake pharmacy. I say I'm really confident in my like counselling skills and stuff like that now compared to how I was in like first year or even compared to how I was last year, because I spent 2023 working in an actual pharmacy and like speaking to patients, building like repertoire with those patients and just learning the general like skills, and like it now comes off a lot more naturally to like start a consultation and be like, oh hey, I'm sorry, like, hi, I'm your pharmacist today, how can I help? Like go blah.
Why did you turn Valley Girl? Like Valley Girl pharmacist.
It's my personal, my alter ego.
I see.
Yeah, but my clinical skills, yeah, compared to first year, they have to be.
Yeah.
They have to be way better, and yeah, they are.
That's good.
What about you?
Well, personally, our first year and our first 2 years is just like all theory stuff, so we haven't really had much patient contact. We do like a thing called Patient Knows Best, where we work with one patient, with like building clinical skills. But our main training, we do healthcare certificates as part of our first year thing, so our training for that practically is in 2 weeks. So I would be able to answer your question a bit better in 2 weeks' time. But I think it's definitely gotten better. I've definitely gotten more confident with certain things, but it's still very scary when we do like our practice OSCE. That was so scary. Like, I know you're an actor.
I've got OSCEs in 2 weeks.
Do you have real patients, or is it actors?
Well, they're all actors, yeah. Oh. Well, yeah, they can't just bring someone from the hospital bed and be like, hi. But yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah, not terrifying. I'm like, our OSCEs are open book though.
What do you mean?
So we got our like laptops, or we get a laptop for our upcoming OSCE, and obviously you have the BNF and stuff.
The book,
yeah.
Do you have it bookmarked?
I do, yeah, but I'm planning on I might take a few of them out because it gets annoying to like flat through.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But like, all the index is like highlighted. Anyways. Balancing academic and personal life. Well, we kind of already touched on this, but like, how have your priorities shifted from sixth form to first year? From the start of first year to the end of first year? And then I'll speak about from first year to fourth year.
Okay, well, first of all, when I went into sixth form, so I've had my YouTube channel and stuff since I was like 13. When I went into sixth form, I completely forgot about those because I was too busy trying to be cool. And like, literally. Then when I got to the end of sixth form, no, it was even year 13, I posted a video where people were telling me like, oh, you're kind of like good at this. I was like, oh, thanks guys. I realised that I actually do enjoy doing it. Even though I don't have millions of followers and I probably never will. It's really just...
Hey, don't say that.
Okay, but it's just fun for me.
Because if you deep it, like... We need more black girls in the med YouTube space.
That is true.
Yeah.
And the British black girls
Black girls, yeah.
But yeah, I figured out that I like doing a lot more creative things towards the end of year 13. It was just the confidence to actually do it that was crazy. Like when I started my podcast again at the end of last year and people were supporting it, I was like, wait.
Your podcast has more stars on it than mine does.
Oh.
I checked.
Sorry.
I have to scope out the competition.
But yeah, when I realised that, I was like, okay, this is fun. I can do that. And I think definitely this year, I've put a lot more... Well, actually, I took like a 2-month break, but I put a lot more priority into doing TikTok, doing YouTube, as well as doing my degree. And also writing my book is a big priority of mine. And hopefully...
What about your personal life? That is your personal life?
That is my personal life. It's just me and my laptop against the world.
No, mine is literally the same. Because in first year, I went out too much. Way too much. But
It's
then
so different.
no, but to be fair, I think I had some foresight because obviously by the time we came back in January, like literally a month later, I had to go back home because it was lockdown.
Yeah.
So I clearly had the foresight to go to every single club possible in the city before I don't do that again. And I haven't really clubbed since.
Yeah.
Like when things opened back up in third year, I can't believe that from first year to third year. But yeah, in third year, tried to go out again and we were just like,
boo.
And even this year, me and my friend, I've been out twice. I only had one good night. And I said, yeah, like,
Boom.
I'm too old. Like, everywhere I go, I look around, I'm seeing, like, 18-year-olds. I'm like, yeah, this isn't...
It's either 18-year-olds or just really old
Old
people.
man!
Where's the middle ground?
Like, where is everybody?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I do enjoy going out in London a lot more. I think also another thing is just, like, all my friends are actually at home. So, like, and that's where all the good motives are at. So... going out at home is obviously always going to be like way better than going out here. But in terms of managing my personal life and academics, I was trying to think, do I actually manage them? In first year, went out too much. Second year, didn't go out at all, but I spent way too much time on my phone. Like, way too much time on my phone. Third year was a good balance of both because I had no choice but to, like, do my dissertation in person. I had other modules that were in person. So I'd say by third year, I think I was starting to get into the good split of like managing personal and academic life. And like now,
I think I need more of a social life.
Oh yeah.
I think like even just listening to you, like I do not go out enough. And it's not even like I don't like going out. But also I just feel like in sixth form I did a lot of going out. I didn't even. But like when I got to uni it kind of got boring. But I want to do like just more things. I go to my friends' flats sometimes and we hang out.
Oh no, that's proper fun.
It is really fun.
That's proper fun.
When we bake and stuff, but like we should go out. Like we're young. Not saying we should go crazy.
Young, hot and lit, man.
Like we're young and we should.
It's just that they aren't as like nightlife and like places to go out. This is like a whole sidebar, whole new segment. But like going out isn't as fun anymore because like places aren't as fun in general. Like you go out to a club. The music is shit. Like, the music is so bad. Like, I can't listen to Pop Smoke anymore. R.I.P. But, like, I can't listen to Pop Smoke anymore. Like, I shouldn't be walking into parties in 2014 and hearing Welcome to the Party. 2024. And hearing Welcome to the Party. Put it to rest. So every single event... This is, like, now an actual full-on sidebar. Like, because this is, like, against London. Every single event is ticketed. The tickets are expensive. Like, I know that, like, it costs money to do things. But, like, the tickets are... expensive. If every single event is now like ticketed and I have to like fork out like £30 per event and like the events are dropping like this and like there's FOMO, you don't want to miss out on anything, but then obviously like you do have to learn that you don't have to go to everything. But yeah, nightlife isn't where it used to be. It isn't where it used to be.
How can I go to the club and have to give a song suggestion to the DJ?
My problem is that the DJ actually listened to you.
Yeah, how am I even able to do that? That's how dead it was.
The DJ actually listened to you.
That's how dead it was.
Yeah, no, because that's another sidebar. DJs!
You wanna party? Sorry.
And they're just not giving the music for the party no more. Not. Yeah, the DJ and like... I think that's going to be a really big thing this summer. I think this summer we're going to see a mass improvement in DJ abilities because...
You're stepping out on the scene.
I'm stepping out onto the scene. Like, I've got my playlist ready. Give me a chance. Like, when I learn how to mix... Are DJs allowed to put on pre-mixes? I personally...
Who's going to know?
Thank you. When you just get in there and you do a little...
How will they know?
But, yes, to round off the... what we're actually supposed to be talking about, I would say I manage my personal life and my academic life way better now in terms of, like, you can't spend all day on your phone and think you're going to do well at school. Yeah. So there's actually a time and a space for everything. And if you make time and space for everything, you will have time and space for everything.
That was good.
Thank you.
Yeah. The world's your oyster.
The world is your oyster. Period poop. Okay. Preparing for transitions. What emotions and preparations were involved in transitioning from sixth form to first year? And I will be speaking about from final year to the next stage.
I think we spoke about it already, about prioritizing what's important to you, because prioritizing the relationships that are important to you, because I've realized a lot of friendships are just very situational. Like, you're friends with the people who are around you, but then there are some friendships that like they survive. They're for life. So I think realizing who are your real friends, who are the people that you really love, really don't want to let go of, what are the things that you really love doing and don't want to let go of, because you'll probably find that you don't have enough time to do all of the things that you used to do.
No, I said that there's a time and a place for everything.
Yeah, but like, you know, like, even for example, people that had like their sports clubs back home, their dance clubs back home, you obviously can't be there whilst also being in a different city for uni. True. So thinking about what things you take up and how you take them up when you go to uni is very important. And we spoke about the transitioning for work, realizing what works best for you, but also trying new things. Try as many new things as you can. Just everything.
Yeah, no,
don't say
what I
no.
wish I'd
just say yes.
Done. I wish there are a few more societies that I wish I had.
Cheer. I'm starting cheer.
Oh, I wish I had done cheer this year. I was too lazy, and then I was just thinking about would I be able to manage doing cheer as well as manage settling back into going to school?
Uni, yeah.
And the answer is probably no. That I wouldn't have been able to manage them all.
But you'll never know now.
But I'll never know. No, I think I just thought about like how I couldn't manage second year. But second year was actually like crazy when I think about it. I was doing like who puts themselves on two different society like roles.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, the burnout from that. Sorry to everyone involved. But yeah, no, I wish I'd done cheer. Like 100%, I wish I'd done cheer.
Me too. I wish I'd done it this year. I wish I'd stayed on dance. But after I got trapped in the lift, I was traumatized. I said I'm never going back.
Going back to the building.
But
and they stole your shoes.
And I lost my shoes there too.
Yeah, and they stole your shoes.
It was giving bad omens, so yeah. I didn't go back. But I wish I had. So my main advice for people transitioning to uni: say yes to everything. Obviously, not like bad things that might kill you. Okay. Well, say yes to as much as you can, and try as many new things as you can, because you never know what you like and what you don't like. Even in terms of like studying methods too. Like,
true, actually, like
if your teacher tells you to blurt, you blurt, because it's probably good.
I still don't understand blurting.
You just blurt. You just write down all the knowledge you know. Then you go study. Then you write.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Oh. It's like blurt. It's a really good word actually. Blurt.
Okay.
Onomatopoeias.
Oh, for me,
yeah, I'm excited to hear this.
Preparing for transitions.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really given it much thought. Well, I have.
You actually have.
But I haven't at the same time, because I think I just like, my whole life is just going on to the next stage. Like, it's just like, what's next? Yeah. But like now, like if I'm like graduating and then going into a real job, I can't just like, what's next? That doesn't make sense. But I know what I'm trying to say.
What you're saying.
Like, everything I had planned was just like, we do this, we move on to this, we do this, we move on to this. But now I'm getting into a stage where things become a bit more like long term.
Yeah.
And like they don't have real ending. Yeah. Even though I have thought of my escape plan for everything. Like, there is always going to be a what's next for me. But I'm like transitioning into leaving uni is sad. It's sad. Like, I'm gonna miss this room so much. Like,
I love this room.
Exactly, all the space. Like, even if they were like skinning me alive for rent, like
they actually were.
All the space and stuff like that, or just like having my own space, like having to go back home. Even though I spent last year at home, which actually turned out to be not as terrible as I thought it was gonna be, but like that being forever for a while is quite crazy. Like, not like leaving knots, like as much shit as I give knots, like I do really like it.
Yeah.
Like,
it's become your home for the past like 5 years.
4 or 5 years. So like all the restaurants and stuff, like knowing my way around, like yada yada yada, like sad. Yeah. Preparing to go into actual like world of work is a bit of a mad thing as well, and that's even the next point. Oh wait, sorry, what advice did you give to someone starting their academic journey? Oh wait, no, we'll do that at the end.
I already said that. I already said mine.
Oh.
I said say yes to everything.
I stand by that. Wait, what advice would I give? Say yes to everything within reason.
Yeah, definitely.
Do everything within reason.
Just be smart about it, do you know what I mean? Don't get yourself in trouble because...
Remember yourself in it. Like, just remember that your mum is watching. Like, because I think a lot of people...
yeah, she's not.
Well, she's not, but like...
God
God is watching.
God is
watching. Because I just think that like a lot of like people's problems and like dramas and stuff in first year, which obviously like drama and stuff isn't forever, but like you can avoid so much rubbish if you avoid rubbish. Like,
yeah. I think because it's everyone's first time being in charge of themselves, being alone, being around this many new people, people just start to lose their minds a bit.
Yeah, like literally
Please
just
hang on to that.
Yeah, hang on to your mind.
Yeah.
Hang on. Remember your home training.
Yeah.
Like,
your mum didn't raise you to be
she
like
didn't raise
this.
you like that. She didn't raise you like that. Like, just remember to be yourself. Like, I don't know. Wait, no. Are we gonna do this on your pod instead?
No, my pod's about like the two.
Oh, the difference between the schools. Oh, okay.
Go watch that after.
Yeah, no, I don't have much advice because I probably have like a list of advice written down somewhere, or like I'll actually think about it later and do like a real advice video. But I won't do a real advice video.
Oh.
But advice wise, yeah, just make good friends, pick good people. Like, I realized that a lot of people coming to uni picked friends and stuff based on like appearances. No, the first person you meet isn't that deep. Like, I became best friends with the first person I met and we're like this now.
Oh.
But becoming like picking picking good people like to be around. Like, you can't just pick someone. You can't just become friends with someone because you go to the same clubs every night. Like, it's just not realistic. Like, how does your friendship exist outside of that situation? Like, you want to make less situational friends and make more like more long-lasting, deeper connections with people. What other advice should I give? Go to all your lectures. You don't go to all your lectures?
I literally have to.
Yeah, you don't have choice.
We have.
Even in first year, when I was like, I would like come home from the club at 4.
And you're up and at
I was up by 9.
Yeah,
I was in the
9
lecture by
a.m.
9. I was in the lecture hall by 9. I think because of where I lived as well, like, I didn't like live in the lit accommodation, which was actually like the smartest decision I'd probably made. I lived in the sister accommodation to the lit accommodation, so I was like way further away, closer to uni. Living close to uni, I would say, is another hack. Like, live as close to uni as possible.
Yeah.
I don't now, but like back then, it was just so much easier to come home from my miscellaneous activities and then be able to like get up and go to uni. Like, so like you have to remember that you came to uni to go to uni. So like go to uni.
You're paying 9k.
So 9. Go to 9.25. Like, go to uni. Even if you're not taking anything in, even if you fall asleep.
Yeah, sleep, but make sure you're there.
Make sure you're there. And yeah, make good friends on your course as well, because they will come in handy very much.
All my friends are on my course, so also make friends outside.
No, but in medicine, I feel like that's like, you don't really have a choice.
We don't see anyone else.
Yeah, you don't really see anyone else. Because I found, like, when I lived with some med girls, like, the only friend were other med girls. So, yeah, you don't really have a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do want more friends outside.
Hit her up.
Yeah.
Okay, and lastly, looking ahead, aspirations, hopes, and fears for the future and beyond.
Fears.
In it, there are many
fears.
things to fear.
Every day I have nightmares that
of the state of the mine is of the state of the NHS.
Guys, literally yesterday, story time. So like 2 days ago, I fainted on the side of the road. That's not the cute point here. But my friends called the ambulance. Mind you, I said I didn't need an ambulance, but they'd already called it by the time I woke up. And the lady says, oh yeah, the next available ambulance is in 8 hours. We were like, this can't be real. Like, I know I'm not dying of a heart attack. Like, I don't need...
No, that's what I was going to say. In her literal defence, like, this is not an emergency.
Yeah.
They would literally just be sending out a doctor to, like, check up on you.
Yeah. But I was still like... 8 hours is actually quite insane, because I could have been in a detrimental state. They didn't know that.
No, but you weren't.
I know I wasn't, but like...
No, but your friends would have told her that. Because I've had the same thing when I passed out in Halloween first year.
Oh dear.
My friends called the ambulance, and it was still... Well, to be fair, it was Halloween, so like they were busy.
Yeah.
And it was still like a 3-hour wait for someone to come and see me, because they just said, is your friend breathing? Yes. Does she have a pulse? Yes.
It's true actually. Like, you're very much alive.
Yeah, but no, my thing is probably, my fears are the state of the healthcare system.
Yeah. Not just ambulances,
just in general. But then that is also why I don't plan on being a healthcare provider for much longer. But then maybe that's also part of the, like, problem.
But I think
there's no incentive.
People don't want to stay because it's bad. But then, like, it's not going to get better if people aren't staying, which is why I want to help contribute to the change in NHS.
Rishi, do better.
That too.
Yeah.
Make sure you're voting at those elections, guys.
Did you vote this weekend?
I swear it was for Mayor of London, though.
No, I thought there was, like, a whole polling thing that we had to do.
There was yesterday or 2 days ago. But I thought my friend told me it was for Mayor of London, so I was like, I'm not even there. Why should I vote?
I didn't.
But I'd vote if
that's only because I don't have a party to vote for.
That too.
Labour!
But then my friend was also saying that you should vote for the independent ones. Because here was her logic anyway. If you're voting for the independent ones, you're still not voting for the worser one, if that makes sense.
No, it does make sense.
So, like, I feel like Labour's going to win the next one anyway. Like,
do you think?
I don't think people are voting for Tories again. Like, I know the Tory party, they're very strong, but I think following the last 5 years, I don't think there's any way people can... Anyway, I
don't think anyone's smart enough to not, like, to get rid of Tory.
Really? But Labour have been it before anyway.
Yeah, and I feel like that's why Labour are becoming a bit more central than they should be, because they're trying to appeal to the mass public. But it's like, anyways,
that's not the point.
Our aspirations and hopes, however,
I aspire to finish my degree first and foremost.
Same.
I always say I want to go to America. My mum keeps saying you're not going to America, but I know I don't even like America's healthcare system is actually more shocking even. But I do think that doctors are more respected there. I don't know, Canada as well. I don't know. I just want to finish, really. That's my main goal. And then I do have longer distance
That's what
goals.
I'm saying. Every single thing, like, I'm just very short-sighted in terms of, like, not short-sighted in terms of, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's literally just moving on to the next step. So now that I'm moving to a stage where there is no, like, definitive next step, that's a bit, like,
scary.
Icky. Yeah. But then even at that, I have devised my 3-year plans to change job role every 3 years. Or to advance onto something new every 3 years. So that I don't get bored. But 3 years is still a really, really long time. But those would be my hopes and aspirations. Obviously to do more, like, creative things, like...
Me too.
I would, like, hope that my social mediaing takes off within said time. But even if it, like... remain stagnant. I still actually, like, realise I actually really enjoy, like, vlogging and stuff.
Your vlogs are really good. I love your vlogs.
Thank you. Yeah.
And editing. Your editing's really good.
Thank you. I just realised that I watch so much YouTube that, like, it's not that hard to do.
Yeah. That too, like, a lot of big YouTubers aren't even making as good videos as the smaller ones.
No, for real. Like, sometimes I'll be watching, like, oh my God, I try to watch Coachella vlogs. And, like, a lot of it is just, like, sitting there and being like...
I'm so bored. Like, why is Coachella not Coachellaing like it used to?
That's a whole different conversation, because I could actually tell you why it isn't. But, yeah, my hopes and aspirations are to be able to continue with the pharmaceutical journey, but then also be able to endeavour in my social commentary stuff. Like, I want to actually get into, like, journalism. I know there's no jobs in journalism right now, and I know there are, like, mass layoffs across all sorts of, like...
real life, because they will say AI can write it for you.
Yeah, and it's, like, it's actually really sad, like, all my seeing people, like, lose their jobs because...
AI.
Yeah, and, like, all the companies and magazines and publications are, like, cutting down and stuff. So that's why it's nice, like, being able to have the podcasts and stuff, so I can do my own, like, journalism, but just for things that I care about. Like, next week... Met Gala episode to mark... Wait, what day is it today? So the first podcast episode I posted was on May 2nd. So yeah, this is the 1 year anniversary of the pod. Happy birthday, sorry. 1 year anniversary of the pod. And yeah, just to be able to continue doing what I'm doing, basically, at a higher scale. And become an adult with more money.
I love that. I love that.
Okay. And that's actually, wait, that's actually the last point.
Yeah.
That's how it ends. Wait.
This was a long episode.
I know, 54 minutes. I haven't done an episode this long in quite some time. But, because I haven't done anything this structured in quite some time anyway. But anyways, thank you so much for watching and listening. Do you have any final points that you want to make in the final 5 minutes of the recording?
I am very grateful that I've had such a good, inspiring sister that's helped me throughout this uni journey. Like, where would I be without her?
It's true.
Yeah.
I am the light
She didn't
of your
even
life.
pay me to say that as well.
I know,
I said
right?
that for free.
Thank you. I'm very happy to have such a inspiring sister that outdoes me in many things, so I have to step up my own.
like that.
Yeah, I have to step it up. I have to step it up. I set records so that you can beat them, essentially. Yeah. And I like this.
And I continue to.
And she continues to beat them. When I turned 5'6", Kaeto had to be 5'9". Even Gosi, when I turned 5'7", Cozy had to be 5'8". Like,
Please slow down.
But yeah, lovely sisterly love. I would say next episode or in a few episodes time, we get Kosi on here.
Yeah.
And talk about
anything,
whatever. But yeah, that is the end of the episode. I hope that this has been a lovely little listen to you guys and watch for you guys about what was even the point of this? First year versus final year, how it's been for the two of us, our different experiences, which is mostly based on our like different personalities as well. Yeah, because you're actually an introvert. Yeah, and I am not. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed listening. Hopefully, I have more content like this coming at such a fast speed. I actually do have way more plans in the next few weeks now that like uni is finally done. Oh wait, sorry,
Me
done.
too.
And yeah, just things to do. But yeah, thank you so much for listening and watching. Again, this has been Chronically Online, the voice diary of a girl who spends way too much time on her phone. And see you and hear you soon. Oh, it's because it's trying to give you the hearts. Wait, no, you're not doing the heart properly. Again. Come on, cat heart. It's this one. Okay, sorry, yeah. Okay, thank you so much for listening and watching. See you guys later. Bye. Wait, I have to try and end them both at the same time. 3, 2, 1, bye.